Hello lovely people, I hope everyone is good. I just thought I would film a quick video about some things that I wish I knew when I was pregnant and that are weird and that I didn't expect. I have a little one here who is stirring a little bit. Oh, he's woken up. So you might see me just looking after him. He's a bit upset today as he had a procedure done, a tongue tie snip. It's a bit late, but that's a whole other story. So yeah, this is my video about pregnancy. The first thing that I was not expecting was that my nipples, whenever I would change temperature, as in go somewhere cold, or if the temperature suddenly changed and I was, for example, inside a car and then went outside and it was winter, I would have the most incredible electric shock type pain go through them and all the way up into my breasts. Like, it was the weirdest thing and I was not expecting it. So that was strange. I was expecting like changes, like darkening of my areolas, which is just a normal thing that happens. But I wasn't expecting like physical changes that I would feel. So that is something to watch out for that no one actually talks about. The second thing was the need to pee. So I thought that only really happened in the second, third trimester when someone, a baby, is putting pressure on your bladder. It makes sense physically. But there's actually some hormonal change that happens, and this happens at the beginning, of course, from the implantation. So in your first trimester, you have the increased need, increased blood volume, and increased water intake. So you are peeing like crazy, and I did not expect that at all. I actually asked for extra time in my exams because of the amount I was peeing. I really just wasn't expecting it, and I'm not the sort of person that pees during exams. I just hold it throughout the whole way through. But I thought, okay, like, this is seriously going to eat into my exam time if it's a 2-3 hour exam. I was literally peeing every hour at some point. So yeah, I've got some notes here just so I don't forget these 5 things, because one other thing is baby brain. Baby brain. Literally, you either have a brain like a baby, so can't remember anything and forget everything really easily. Oh, he's got such a big booger in his nose, I really need to get this out. Are you gonna let me get this out? Huh? Are you gonna cry? I never thought I would be picking a child's nose in 2020. It's a big one. Got it. Right, gross. Where were we? I literally cannot remember anything that's not like written down somewhere or not ingrained into my mind, or I haven't set a reminder or written it down in a diary or a post-it around the room. Like, these are the only ways that I can get through functioning, like how I got through exams while pregnant, 2 sets of exams. After I had him as well, it's as if I pushed out my brain while I was giving birth, because just forget everything. Aside from things that I need for studying and stuff, but just words. I have expressive aphasia. Broca's area? Can't even remember. Is that where it is? I don't know if it's a combination of the hormones, tiredness, and the sleepless nights when they come, that you just can't remember anything. Definitely need a diary and post-its when you have a baby. And a helpful husband that reminds you of everything. And I even went for a job interview, went for 2 job interviews while pregnant, and bonded quite well with one of the surgeons. She was a bit older, and she mentioned that she had a few children and spoke to me about baby brain. She said she doesn't know what it is, but when she had a child, each child, she just lost part of her brain, and she was a surgeon, so that made me feel really good about myself and a bit better, because she remembered enough to be a successful high-flying surgeon in Bristol. Crazy mood swings. My moods, I thought my moods were bad. If you ask my husband, he'll tell you that I've always been a bit crazy. But my mood swings were something else when I was pregnant. I would start off a conversation and be happy talking to you, and then the next minute switch within the same conversation, if it's a long conversation. Look who's joined us. Where's your bib back to front? Should we take this off? Within the same conversation, I would switch from being really, really happy and laughing and talking and being fine, and then the next minute, a wave of anger, and then 10 minutes later, I'd be crying about something, all within the same conversation over the space of an hour or 2. So, yeah, my moods were up and down. And I expected it. I expected that I would have some mood swings, but I just honestly was not expecting to that extent. And the last thing probably no one tells you about is swinging bowels. Not only were my moods swinging, but my bowels too. I, in my first trimester, had horrible diarrhea for like 12 weeks, full on 12 weeks, just casually. And yeah, it was like liquid. It was pretty grim. And I think it was the iron supplements, which is really strange because usually when you're on iron, you get constipated. But I had the polar opposite. And for example, I'm taking iron again now in my prenatal. I'm taking my prenatal again to stay, to keep all my vitamins and everything because I'm breastfeeding, and it's cheaper than the breastfeeding vitamins. So just carry on with that. They have pretty much the same thing in anyway. So I've got loads of them left over and taking them. So taking them now, and I do not have that at all. No abnormal bowels or anything. Maybe a little bit on the constipated side, but as long as I keep my fluid intake up, it's fine. So that was unexpected. I wasn't expecting to be like a hose. And then in the second and third trimesters, I had the complete opposite problem of being constipated and not being able to go to the loo. So it just went from one extreme to the other really in the space of my pregnancy. And it was just really unexpected. I had some friends that have suffered with hemorrhoids, and I thankfully did not suffer with that. So I feel really blessed that way. But just be prepared for your bowels to be up in the air. Now, there are a number of things that I just was not prepared for. The mood swings, the peeing, the nipple changes, the swinging bowels, and the baby brain. So I hope this was insightful. Just a little quick tidbit of 5 things that I just was not expecting when I was pregnant. Let me know in the comments if you experienced anything strange or anything that you feel not many people would feel comfortable talking about or sharing. Because yeah, I'm real here. This is what my channel's about. I'll tell it like it is. So, and if you haven't subscribed already, click the red button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye.